Cockerell. Back by Mickey Adams. Ritchie. It's handball. The referee says not. Cockerell was fortunate to get away with it. Redmond. And still Steve Redmond! Well, Oldham have been buoyed by the half-time news from Highbury. Crystal Palace, their companions in distress, a goal down to Arsenal. And if it stays that way, then they know that a victory over Southampton may well be enough to keep them up. Craig Fleming. It's a good run. Here's Gunnar Haller. Haller up against Adams. There's Ritchie! They're in with a real chance now of survival. And what a fine build-up. The surge from the right back, Fleming. The right midfield man, Haller, with the delivery from wide. And an unmarked centre forward in Andy Ritchie to provide the finish. 3-1. Oh, it is agony for a manager in Joe Royle's position today. Shot forward by Bernard. Haller. Ritchie. Haller, good jump. Here's Olney. Fine challenge by Richard Hall. Oldham haven't found scoring a problem this season. 66 times they've found the net. More than Aston Villa, more than Norwich City. Trouble is they've let in 72. Dowie's jump. Here's Nicky Banger. Alert piece of goalkeeping by Paul Gerrard. And it needed to be. Richard. Here's Haller. It's opened up for Gunnar Haller. It's 4. And now, surely, as long as Crystal Palace do not come back at Arsenal, Oldham are staying in the Premier League. Gunnar Haller, one of the bargain signings of the last decade, gives Oldham what must surely be a winning lead now. Still, not even a flicker of a smile from a man who has a transistor radio in his pocket, keeping in touch with Crystal Palace's progress. Ian Branfoot, it's contractual obligation time. They're safe, doesn't matter what happens strictly to them today. But they are obliged to put up a fight. Up goes Dowie, and he was fouled by Richard Jobson. And if there is one player you don't want to present a free kick opportunity to in the English Premier League from this distance, it is Matthew Le Tissier. Wind has dropped a touch since the raging gusts of early in the game when Oldham scored from that corner. Maddison standing in front of the 4-man Oldham wall. And it is Le Tissier, and it is 4-2. And you can rely on him. His conversion rate from that sort of distance is similar to most people from the penalty spot. Haller. Halted by Moncao. And both sides have got a player down now. But it's play on, 10 against 10, Jobson. And Olney. And some of the players not sure what to do. Here's Ian Marshall. And that is a very good save by Tim Flowers. There was a moment at which it looked likely that Oldham would put the ball out for the players to have treatment. That watch is going ever more slowly. Haller. Bernard. Here's Marshall. Bernali trips. Marshall. Gunnar Haller! Well, it shouldn't prove crucial, but you never know. It's Francis Bernali that fell over at a most inopportune moment, and Marshall to Haller, and I think maybe the ball just bobbled before he struck it. Marshall with the turn, but not the control. It's a handful whether he plays up front or at the back, Ian Marshall. Crowd in good heart now, the Mexican wave going round. Ever since news of that second Arsenal goal against Crystal Palace at Highbury came through. If the two scorelines stay as they are at the moment, then Oldham will retain their status, which for a small club with very thin resources is a huge achievement. Here's Jeff Kenner. Still work to be done. And Kenner's cross, and Letizia has scored with a header! And it's a hat-trick for the Saint-in-Chief. And you can count on the fingers of one hand the number of headed goals scored by Matt Letizia. And yet, in a sense, the hat-trick is a side issue. Came off the knee of a defender. What's more at issue is that Oldham are not yet safe, and Joe Royle can't bear to watch. Not from the touchline at any rate. Five minutes remaining. Letizia. This is Banger. And now Oldham are living on a knife edge. They cannot afford to concede another goal. If Paul Gerrard keeps Southampton out, then Oldham stay up. If Southampton score, Oldham go down. Simple as that. Here's Letizia! For once he didn't catch it. Hall, Letizia. And there's an air of desperation around Boundary Park now. Fleming. Means so much to this proud club to be in the top division of English football. Fleming. Up goes Cockrell. Jobson only as far as Dowie. Huge sigh of relief as that goes high and wide. Oldham Athletic reached the top division in 1991 after 84 years of trying. Last season they clung on in 17th place. This season has been more of a battle. There's been much more concern. They were bottom in mid-March. They've climbed from the foot of the table. Can they stay out of the relegation zone? Out comes Flowers, and he's been caught in a very painful place. Those of you skilled in lip reading may be able to tell where. And Howard King has shown mercy, the referee, by calling a halt. And it's 3-0 now at Highbury. That's the cue for more celebrations. 3-0 Crystal Palace trail. As long as Oldham win, they are safe. And that news has come via the crowd and their radios. And the players must know out there now that all they have to do is protect their goal. On by Dowie, and claimed by Gerrard. And if Howard King wants to make himself the most popular man in Lancashire, he will blow his whistle as soon as humanly possible. The whistle does go, but only for a free kick. But it is a free kick to Oldham. The club, who when promoted at the start of last season were told by all and sundry they had no chance of surviving. Joe Royle is on the verge of proving an awful lot of people wrong. Out comes Tim Flowers. One last Southampton sortie. Gunnar Haller just told to boot it anywhere. Back goes Hall. Whistles all around Boundary Park, but only one whistle really counts. Marshall is offside, and it'll be a free kick to Southampton. And time is up. We're at the discretion of the referee, Howard King. Booted away by Fleming this time. Anywhere will do for Oldham. Cockerell. And the ball has run out of play, and never has a goal kick been acclaimed so rapturously inside this stadium. It would be football's equivalent of a fairy story. Because competing in the English Premier League in this day and age is far from a level playing field. And here, on their sloping pitch, Oldham Athletic, as Paul Gerrard clears, must still wait for the whistle. The anxiety remains. Moncau, here's Hall. Where has the referee got so much stoppage time from? Cockerell, Benali, safely held. Like a catch in the outfield to win the Ashes. Moncau, Letitia. Moncau now on the right wing. Back for Kenner. Letitia. Goal kick. And surely, that must be enough. People standing around this ground imploring Howard King to blow the final whistle. And that'll be the cue for the mother of all parties. Throw in Southampton. Dowie, beaten in the air. Dreams can come true, and Oldham's just has. They will stay in the Premier League for another season after a 4-3 thriller of a win.
A remarkable match for the Boundary Park faithful, who were kept on tenterhooks in the dying stages of the game to discover if their side had avoided the drop. Thanks to Crystal Palace's 3-0 defeat to Arsenal at Highbury, Oldham did survive on goal difference by a margin of 2. A day to celebrate for the fans and for their manager, who went through so many emotions during the course of a dramatic afternoon. By the end of it all, though, it was party time.